Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Rumors are saying that the new Osmo Action is around the corner, and I want to know if the present version, after all the firmware updates, has solved one of its major problems: overheating while filming. It has been more than 2 years after its launch, and Osmo Action camera is still a great camera that I've been using a lot on my other YouTube channel about EV cars. However, overheating has been a problem, and today I'm gonna do a few tests to see if it still remains. In every situation I'll be shooting in 4K 24 frames per second, but I will change a few other things. With the first test, I tried to recreate one of the situations where the Osmo Action can overheat, when used inside a car, in a car mount, on a hot day and the sun is out. I decided to push it to the limit by having the display always on, the Rocksteady on and voice recognition toggle on. And to my surprise, 1 minute and 43 seconds through the test, the system starts showing out signs of overheating. Having the display always on really pushes Osmo Action to the limit, and although the outside temperature is not that high, with the direct sun exposure through the glass, with no airflow going on, it reaches high temperatures very fast. Although the display started shutting off, it kept recording, at least for a while. I kept activating the display to see how long it would hold. Fast forward a few minutes, and when we reached 5 minutes and 13 seconds, a new message showed up, and this time the system wasn't able to hold recording and it stopped. This was a big surprise for me. I was expecting that it would hold for longer. 5 minutes is nothing. This was an acceptable performance. Overheating was always a problem in this kind of action cameras, but 5 minutes makes it useless. These kind of cameras don't have many ways to lose heat, especially because they are well sealed so they can be used underwater. The Osmo Action tries to do it through the lens that gets quite hot, but in this test was able to do it only for 5 minutes. We do have to consider that the lens was receiving direct sun and heat through a glass, which increased the temperature a lot. Because I felt that Osmo Action could have done a lot better, it has to do a lot better if it wants to be playing the action camera's game, I decided to change a few settings and test it again. So I turned off wind noise reduction, set the temperature threshold to high and set screen auto sleep to be 1 minute. However, it was still recording 4K 24 frames per second. I started the test again, and just changing these settings was a game changer. Now, I had to move the camera lens to the camera that I was recording with so you could see in the video it was recording. So now, the lens that, as I said before, the Osmo Action uses to lose the heat wasn't turned directly to the sun. But, on the other hand, now was the back LCD display that was getting all the extra heat. I feel that this doesn't change that much the conditions of the test, and considering that many people use the Osmo Action camera inside the car to shoot themselves, I felt that the conditions were pretty much the same, give or take. And man, did it hold much better. 5 minutes in and still going with no problem. Fast forward 5 more minutes, 10 minutes into our test, and it kept filming with no signs or warnings. Added 5 more minutes, and now with 15 minutes of non-stop recording, and the Osmo Action kept filming. I was hyped. Osmo Action was coming back, showing that, even after 2 years from its release, could be considered as a proper choice in the world of action cameras. Could we reach the 20 minutes mark? 20 minutes is already a great time of non-stop filming in 4K 24 frames per second. Well, everything was going swell, and suddenly, 18 minutes and 20 seconds into our test, a message showed up on the front screen, and 4 seconds after just stopped recording. Could it be? Did it overheat so much that turned off immediately? Well, actually no. What happened is that the camera ran out of battery. Typical mistake. I was convinced that I had changed the battery before the test started, but I was using a battery that was already half drained out. So, my bad. Anyway, I could have just restarted the test with a new battery, but I found I didn't need it. Nearly 19 minutes was already a great performance and would suit most of anyone's needs. However, just for the fun of it, and because I felt bad about that, I decided to run another test, but at this time, just let the camera sit on my desk and pressed record to see if it could film for an hour without any problems. And, as you can see, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes into the test, and the Osmo Action didn't break a sweat, so much so that after I reached the 1 hour mark, I ended the test as the purpose was reached. So, final conclusions. The Osmo Action is a great action camera that has great features and that, when well played through the settings, will allow you to film long video without overheating. I can't wait though for the arrival of the Osmo Action 2nd generation. But let me know in the comments below what do you think about this little camera. Okay everyone, thanks for watching, see you at my next video.